back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here, then welcome. So let's get into signs that you are a chosen one. I'm going to share 8 signs with you. Do you resonate with this term, chosen one? If you're on your spiritual journey, if you've had a spiritual awakening, then most likely you're going to resonate with some of these signs, and this is such an honor. Have you guys heard of that famous phrase, that scripture? Many are called, but few are chosen. Okay, so signs that you're a chosen one. Now, when you hear that, some people can get triggered because they're like, chosen one? What do you mean? You think you're better than me? You think this or that? I even remember before I'd hear that phrase, highly favored, and I used to be like, what do you mean? Like, do you think you're better than other people? That's not what it means at all, you guys. Chosen one, in essence, is an opportunity to serve the Most High, but we all have choices to make. Is that something that you feel called to do? Is that something that you are doing? Because it's a choice. When you choose to serve something bigger than just yourself, then you are a chosen one. And you are going to be backed by the universe. You're going to become extremely powerful, and you are going to be able to see through not just your 2 eyes, but through your 3rd eye as well. You're going to be able to pierce the veil and see through the illusions here on earth. Woo, okay, so draw me a comment if any of these signs resonate with your spirit. Chosen one is not about any specific religion. It's about your heart and what you're serving here on earth. And trust and believe that we are all serving something. Who do you answer to? What is your motivation? What are you dedicated to? You guys heard that song by Kendrick Lamar, Loyalty? Like, what are you loyal to? Where is your heart at? Where is your mind at? And sometimes, because see, we're all devoted and loyal to something. We're all serving something or someone, even if it's just yourself. But when you're devoted to God, okay, now you're a chosen one. The first sign that you are a chosen one is that you feel called to serve humanity. And this is beautiful, right? And so this is why it transcends religion. Look at your life, and do you feel a certain purpose in life? Do you feel called? Do you have a calling? Because the calling is from within. It's not really anything that someone can force upon you. It's a decision within your spirit, and there's a certain force, there's a certain drive within you that makes you want to dedicate your time and your energy to service. And this is very beautiful. It's a sign that you're a chosen one. You see the bigger picture, and you see how your actions are going to influence everything around you, so you want it to be for the positive. And you want to uplift humanity. You want to help people. So there's a lot of ways that this can play out. But if you are intentionally servicing humanity for a positive way, then this is a sign that you are a chosen one. Because you can't fake it, because you'll run out of steam. You know what I mean? Like, it's about your heart and purity of heart. Because God is what's going to keep you fueled up, is what's going to keep fueling you with motivation to keep going, inspiration. You're striving to serve humanity's highest good, because there's huge corporations on earth. There's people on earth who are providing a service to the world. They're serving the world, but what are they serving up? So for example, in the music industry, right? A song might go #1 and it's making people dance and have a good time, right? So yeah, they're serving people and they're getting paid for it. They're getting fame for it, recognition for it, success. And people might love them because they're like, oh, that's my favorite song. That's my favorite artist. But what is the song? What are they serving up? What's in that song? What are they serving humanity? And that's really what you want to look at. Like, Because we're serving each other, but is it pure? And is it for people's highest good? Or is it full of trickery, lies, deception? Is it full of low vibrations, right? We all have choices to make. Or like a huge food company. Think about Coca-Cola. They're such a huge company. They're everywhere. Their marketing is insane. Like, they could put the most beautiful words together. They could have the most beautiful, heart-warming advertisements. But at the end of the day, if you drink their product, what are you really putting into your body? Right? So caramel color and high fructose corn syrup, a lot of sugar. Like, is it healthy for you? And so they are serving humanity. People might love them, but what is it that they're serving? So you know you're a chosen one when you're intentional and you're coming from a pure place, a healthy place, and nothing is in the dark. Everything is in the light. There's no need to hide or be deceptive. You don't have to trick people. You're serving and it's coming from a good place. This is a sign that you're a chosen one. Okay. Ooh. The second sign that you are a chosen one is that you recognize that the concept of race and countries and all of the division on earth is an illusion. I was trying to explain to my 7-year-old daughter the concept of countries because we had the 4th of July recently here in the States, right? So it's like, I was explaining it, and as I'm explaining it, it's just sounding more and more ridiculous to me because people have drawn lines in the ground and have said this land is my land and that land is your land, and however the song goes, have killed and, corrupt things on earth. There's illusions on earth. So when you can see past the divisions that have been created to separate humanity, then you know you're a chosen one. Race is also, I consider it an illusion. It was used for social control to say these people are better than these people, or social class, who's going to work in the fields, who's going to be in the house. And, there's a lot of interesting things to learn about human nature, but it was mostly done for control. See, the illusions on earth are done to control us, because if we feel super different from one another, then now it's easier to have us fight against each other. But you're a chosen one when you realize that 1% of the population on earth is running 99%. So we are the majority. And if we're so busy fighting over what political party you are, or how much your social class, or the color of your skin, or where you grew up, what kind of food is native to your land, it's not your land. This land doesn't belong to us. We are part of the land, and we're all one consciousness. So when you're able to see humanity as one, then you know you are a chosen one. If you're focused on division, then it's easier for you to be manipulated. It's easier for you to get stuck in lower vibrations and be moving from hate or spite. You're like struggling through life versus flowing with life and in a vibration of love. So when you can see past the illusions, you know you're a chosen one. Sign number 3 that you know that you are a chosen one is that you know about one love, unity, consciousness, the fact that we are all connected. All of life is connected energetically, and God, source, the universe has split into different expressions, which is me, you, plant life. Everything that is alive is a piece of God. And so when we can respect this and honor this, then you know that I'm connected to you and you're connected to me. Anything that you do has a ripple effect. Anything that you say, anything that you think, it's connected. And when you start to awaken to this truth, then you know that you're a chosen one. Your decisions affect everything around you. What you eat, how you live, how we take care of the planet, it comes back around to us, whether we like it or not. And so when you're living consciously and when you're trying to take care of everything and everyone else the way that you would take care of yourself, when you treat others the way you want to be treated, then you're a chosen one. You're awake to this fact. You're conscious. It's a sign. You know about one love, one unity consciousness. It's not about separation. It's about us together. Okay? So sign number 4 that you know you are a chosen one is that you recognize that there is a higher power. We are not in control. There's only so much that we can do as humans, but when you can surrender and be humble to the fact that there is something more powerful than you, allowing you to even be alive, and that there might be knowledge that we're not aware of, things that we cannot see, something more powerful than us. So in essence, God, the universe, is stronger than us. When you can submit to and surrender to the idea of a higher power. Yes, we have a piece of God, but God is more than us, more than we can fathom. We're just a piece of creation, but we are not the creator. We're the co-creator. So when you're humble in this way and you revere God, you honor God, you respect God, you praise God, you see God in the decisions that you make every day, and you love God, then you know that you are a chosen one. Because a lot of people we don't think of God in the decisions that they make. They're just like, well, I'm me, this is my life, and God, is just going to forgive me, so I'm going to do whatever. Like, no. But when you're more conscious and you're like considering God, you have a love for God. So the decisions that you make are based in your relationship with God. And when you submit to God, like when you are making decisions that are, let's say, righteous or conscious or spiritual, even when it's hard, because a lot of the spiritual path is like sacrificing temporarily for the greater good later on and for the greater good of yourself and others. When you're living this way, then you're a chosen one. When you can have faith, right? Faith is that key ingredient in every part of spiritual walk is faith. It's so cool because we can't see God, so it's calling you to trust. Can you trust in God even though you can't see God? When you do, when you submit, when you give all of your power, your human power, away to God, and you just give your heart and you trust and you have faith, beautiful things can unfold. And sometimes it doesn't feel beautiful right away. You're like, oh, I can feel chaotic, but keep your faith strong and know that it's working for your highest good. You guys, I am a walking testament out here, because ever since I've devoted myself more to God and have tapped into my spirit, God constantly surprises me with beautiful things. Like, I'll think something's going wrong, but it's really going right. And I'll think things are crashing down, they are, so that something better can happen, or so that I can learn like a deep truth about myself or about life. And we are so held and we are so loved by our Creator in ways that we cannot even begin to imagine. So your path, doors will open for you. Like a path will be made for you. A way will be made for you when you can have faith. But how strong is your faith, right? And your faith will increase as you trust. Your faith is going to increase. So you have to do your part, which is trusting. And then your faith builds. Faith builds. And it's a beautiful relationship with God. When you realize that you're not fully in control and when you can surrender, oh, yes, this is a sign that you're a chosen one, because it's about your life matching your spiritual, matching your spirit, your inside world matching your outside world, and you trusting the inside of it, your intuition, your spirit. Okay, so the next sign that you know you're a chosen one is that you recognize that everything on earth is energy. And life is this game of energy. Your vibration or your mood, there's higher vibrations and there's lower vibrations. When you're awakening to this fact and you're living your life accordingly, then you know that you're a chosen one. So the foods that you eat, there's a certain vibration to it. It's vibrating, it's energy. Is it fueling you with energy? Is it alive? Does the food itself have a high vibration, or is it stagnant, like it's dead, it's not a real food, or and then so you're more aware. When you're living this way, you know you're a chosen one. People's mood, right? You can sense their energy, you can feel their energy. Are they in a happy mood, or are they in a bad mood? Are they being honest, or is there some trickery going on, some deception, some evil intent, evil intentions? You can feel, when you can feel other people's energy and you know that energy is real, then you know you're a chosen one. When you are able to come in tune with your own energy and be still in a world that's moving, because everything is moving, everything is energy. And when you're able to be still, which is a practice, then you know, like, you can get in tune with your own energy, check your own mood, see how you're feeling within, and also get attuned to what's happening around you, get a feel for it, observe. When you are aware of energy and you know how it can affect you, then you know that you're a chosen one. Even the music, the vibrations in the music, and when you become more sensitive to the energy in the world, you're going to be able to become more intentional. You want to learn how to cleanse your energy. You want to learn how to protect your energy. So this means your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body. So everything is connected through energy. And that's why it feels good to be around someone who's high energy. Or if you've done a workout, you feel high energy. Your heart is beating fast, like you're in a high vibration, right? Somebody's super excited and happy, that's like a high energy. But also calm, serene, peaceful is also a beautiful energy. How does it feel to you? So your senses, right? And that's why how something feels to you matters, because it's the energy. You can't fully explain it, but you can feel it. So when you're in tune with your energetic body, then you know that you are a chosen one. Sign number 6 that you are a chosen one is that you're able to see the corruption in the system. When you can see through it and now you're warning other people about it because it's so obvious to you, this is not something that everybody sees, you guys, like, unfortunately. And so if you have the eyes to see, then you want to warn other people. You want to speak, right? Because this is the time for a great awakening on earth. A lot of people are awakening. So whether that's about the fake foods, the fruits that don't have any seeds in them because they're making them in the lab, right? Like, we don't want some genetically modified, genetically engineered food. We want the real thing, because God is perfect and doesn't make mistakes. So obviously that the food that's naturally growing from the earth that we are living on is the food that we're meant to eat. Scientifically, it nourishes us the best. It has the minerals, the vitamins that we need. It helps us to thrive. It tastes good. It doesn't harm anything else. It's in alignment with how we were made. It's the foods that were made for us. And so when humans decide to tamper with natural law and tamper with God's creation and try to play God, then we know, like, that's corrupt, that's wrong, that's trickery, right? That's deception. So when you can see through the media that they push in our face, telling us that it's okay, that violence, seeing violence all of the time is okay, but it's not, it's harmful. Or filthy music, trashy images, exploiting women or making men be in their lower nature, feeling stuck in their lower nature because everywhere they turn around there's butt cheeks in their face, like, or you name it, just negative ideas, fighting, war on earth. When you see that we've been pinned against each other, like I was saying with the race, when we fall into the trap of my country, your country, well, now we can go to war and fight over land, when instead should be sharing the land. We should be working as one, because we are one. Energetically, we are connected as one. Spiritually, and love, we have to love one another. We should, because that's what feels good to us. That's what makes a peaceful earth. But when we get stuck and trapped in the ego, which is me versus you, that's when there's conflict. And so when you can see through the corruption, the systems that are limited, like the 9 to 5 system, keeping you on the rat race wheel, or even the school system, it's not about the individuals working in it. It's about the higher institutions, the way it's been orchestrated to keep us limited instead of us freeing our minds. But now is the time to free your mind. When you can see right through the systems on earth, even though people might call you crazy or woke or whatever, conspiracy theorist, that was a huge one, right? For a while. That's actually a compliment. You're here to help awaken people. Yes, you're a chosen one. Okay, so sign number 7 that you are a chosen one is that you use the elements to help heal yourself. You are in tune with the earth. You can see and recognize that the earth is alive, and you respect that, and you revere it. It's sacred, because Gaia, the earth, the land, is what's allowing us to survive here. And she is alive, so she's housing us, even though as humans we've been destroying the earth when we should be taking care of the earth. And so when you use the elements to heal yourself, and when you respect the elements in all of life, then you know that you're a chosen one. You see the connectedness, but you also are one with it. So for example, in my bathroom when I'm getting ready, like my beauty routine, it consists of natural elements like coconut oil for my skin, or lemon to cleanse my skin, honey to moisturize my lips. And when you are in tune with nature, when you're sitting on a hot rock to absorb that heat, it's going to soothe your body. When you use the sun as energy, you're getting that vitamin D, right? So it's not about shielding ourselves from the elements. It's about being with the elements. And you use like the water for cleansing. Water is alive. Water has a memory. So when we can respect our water, when you bless the water that you pour into your cup to drink, you're blessing it, because the water is going into your body. It's keeping you alive, but the water itself is alive, and it can hear you. Yes. Just look up that famous experiment where there was music played to water that was going to be frozen as ice cubes. Really crazy music was played, the water froze all crazy, and really beautiful music was played, and beautiful dynamic crystals were formed. So that famous experiment, even in that movie Frozen, that kids movie, Olaf tells you water has memory, and it does. And so we use the elements, we respect the elements. Basically, when you're living this way, then you know that you're a chosen one. You are more in tune and more connected to life. You're not connecting so much with the things that people have made, but more so the things that God has made. So the last sign, number 8, that you are a chosen one, is that you awaken to the fact that you are co-creating your life. Because the thing with religion is that we have been taught that God is only up in the sky and that we have to beg and plead, and that we're so sinful and we're so dirty and we're so bad little humans, meek and weak, and we should be humble. Like, it's been turned against. Like, we should be humble, we should pray, we should respect God, but we are a piece of God. So the best way to tell a lie is to mix some truth with it. Spirituality truly set me free because I was able to tap into my divinity, meaning that instead of it being seen as blasphemous to see yourself as a piece of God or to relate to God, because we don't have to see God and, like, for example, Jesus as this, that, oh, Jesus is someone we have to pray to. Jesus was teaching us what we are as well, because he came down as a man, right? And so you're a man or you're a woman, and you have that same capability to heal, to speak your life into existence, to be powerful, and yes, even to come back to life, because we never really die. Our soul is going to ascend on, like, it's going to keep going. And so when you awaken to the fact that you're a co-creator of your life and that you're extremely powerful and that you have a bit of consciousness within you. So when you focus on something, that's powerful. When you make a declaration, when you speak, your words come to life. The only way this could happen is through God. So that means a piece of God is within you. It's not that God is up here and we're down here and there's no connection, we have to beg it into existence. No, it's very much tied together. So God is a higher power, but God is also within you. And when you know this and you awaken to this, you're awakening to your power, and you are a chosen one. Because what are you going to do with this information? How are you going to move? If the divine is within you, how are you going to live? It should call you to respect yourself more and to live actually a more holy life, because the kingdom of heaven and God is here. It's within you. It's amongst us. It's right now. Heaven is not so much a place we go, but we can create heaven here right now because God is here right now with us, right? So drop me a comment. I would love to know your thoughts on this. Do you resonate as being a chosen one? What do you feel called to do on earth? Have you found your soul tribe? Chances are you are part of mine because you're here with my squad. You're here with me right now. I'm sending you so much love and so much power and healing into your life. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye.